Good morning everyone. Today we are going to learn about the next topic in the female reproductive system, that is physiology of menstruation cycle. Physiology of the menstrual cycle. As you know, the menstrual cycle will continue for 28 days long time, and the main hormones which will affect this menstrual cycle is follicle stimulating hormone, luteinizing hormone, estrogen and progesterone. And there are two phases in this menstrual cycle. The two phases, the first one is follicular phase. Why this is known as follicular phase is the ovum will be formed in the follicle, and then the second one is luteal phase. Luteal phase, here the ovum will leave the follicle and the remaining follicle is known as corpus luteum. That's why it is known as luteal phase. So these are the two phases which are involved in this menstrual cycle. The cycle length is 28 days, follicular phase 14 days and the luteal phase 14 days. If in some women it takes only short term for 1 to 3 days, in some women it may take for 5 days, in some women it may exist for 7 to 8 days. So it depends on the follicular phase. If the follicular phase is shorter, then it takes shorter span in a woman. So these are the female reproductive organs. As you know, the ovaries, endometrium, uterus, vagina and fallopian tubes. The menstrual cycle mainly takes place in endometrial region. Here the bleeding will occur. That's why the many women will get endometrial cancer. Hormones which are responsible for this process, the hypothalamus, first it will secrete a hormone that is known as gonadotropin releasing hormone. This gonadotropin releasing hormone will stimulate the anterior pituitary hormone. This anterior pituitary hormone is stimulated and it will secrete two hormones, that is follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. The follicle stimulating hormone is useful for the stimulation and the development of follicles, ovarian follicles, and luteinizing hormone which cause ovulation, that is the development of ovary in the follicles. Ovary has a numerous number of eggs. There are primordial follicles. There are 200,000 per ovary. Follicle stimulating hormone is responsible for development of this ovarian follicle, and the cells which are surrounded by this ovarian follicle are granulosa cells, and this follicle will release an hormone known as estrogen. As we know that the estrogen is a steroid 6 hormone which develops the female characteristics in a female body. It also develops the breast tissue and other internal sex organs. The estrogen also causes a negative feedback mechanism. That is, when the estrogen levels increases in the blood, then it decreases the levels of the follicle stimulating hormone and luteinizing hormone. Then in turn it will inhibit the gonadotropin releasing hormone. Just before the ovulation, the luteinizing hormone levels will increase in the blood and it will causes the rupture of the ovarian follicle. Then it will release the ova into the blood. The day 14 of the 28 day cycle. The luteal phase of the cycle is the follicle will release the ova. The follicle will collapses and it becomes corpus luteum. Corpus luteum will produce progesterone hormone. This progesterone is a steroid sex hormone, as we know, and if the pregnancy occurs, then it is taken by placenta. The placenta will control the progesterone hormone. Then it will thicken and maintains the endometrium and it thickens the cervical mucus. Luteum can also produce estrogen, and if fertilized, then it releases an hormone which is known as human chorionic gonadotropin hormone, which is maintained by corpus luteum. And you know, this HCG hormone is useful for testing the pregnancy in a woman. So if the corpus luteum is not fertilized, so automatically the progesterone and estrogen are not released from the follicle, and it causes the first two feedback mechanism, and again the gonadotropic releasing hormone and the luteinizing hormone, again they will start releasing, and again the ovulation starts. Again the menstruation cycle will start. Endometrium breaks down and then menstruation starts. Menstruation starts at the day 1, and then the superficial middle layers which are present in the endometrium, it will start breaking, and then the tissues which are there, it starts break down, then it starts bleeding. Blood is released from the vagina.